What's poppin', homies? It's your favorite homegirl, Gossip Girl, and today I just want to talk about Anthony Johnson. He passed away September 6th, 2021. He was a very funny comedian, and he was funny in the movies that he played in, those that, the ones that I did watch. But, what's going on is his family is having a hard time giving him a proper burial because they don't have the funds to bury him. And, his wife has started a GoFundMe page to help with the cost. And, and they only right now has collected $800. And she was like, she's getting a lot of fake love left and right. But, no one is helping basically with the donations. And let me just say something. I don't want you guys to come down too hard on her or anything like that. Because I guess she figured, look, my husband was in a lot of movies, okay? He knew a lot of people, and this is very unfortunate because this is a sudden death, okay? He had a heart attack, and I think he was in a store when it happened. So this is a surprise. Now, I guess they didn't have an insurance policy, a life insurance policy, because, if they did, they probably wouldn't need to GoFundMe. So right now, they are struggling to, pay his funeral costs. But my thing is, what got me to wondering is that, sometimes with these actors, you see them in a whole bunch of movies, and you'll see them in TV shows, but they don't make a lot of money. And then if they have to move out into LA is very expensive, and if they're not making the money to fund their lifestyle or whatever it is, the cost of living, it can be very, very challenging. Now, as for Anthony Johnson, I don't know what his pay rate was. I don't know how much he was making or anything of the sort. But you would think that he would have some type of money for his family to be okay because of all the movies that he has played in. Now, let's talk about those movies. Anthony Johnson he played in I Got the Hookup, and that's in 1998. And then he also played in I Got the Hookup Part 2 in 2019. Now, Friday, 1995, he was in Friday. Okay, The Players Club, 1998. Hitting It, 2004. I didn't see Hitting It, so I don't know how that movie was. Minister Society, he was in that in 1993. Roscoe's House of Chicken and Waffles, and that's in 2004. Repose, 2006. House Party, 1990. Okay, Holiday Heartbreak, Def Jam's How to Be a Player. Baps, Frat House, House Party 3, Hot Boys, Hey Mr. Postman, 5K1, State's Evidence, Foolish, 1999, Baby Boy, 2001, Oh, 2001, The Great White Hype, 1996, Woo, 1998, Dying Young, 1991, Panther, 1995, Hood Rat, 2001, High Frequency, 1998, and also the first movie of 5K1. So he played in, a lot of different movies, and so you would think that he would have some type of funds, for his family to be okay or to at least have a proper burial. So let's just get into it and see what she had to say about all of this. Okay, so her name is Lexis Jones. Okay, she's the wife of Anthony Johnson. Her name is Lexis Jones Mason. Anthony Johnson has left his family scrambling to find a way to cover his burial, something his wife who says isn't being made easy with the empty lip service they're getting. Now, she did an interview with TMZ, and she and her family have been getting a ton of what she describes as fake love, left and right, in the wake of her husband, sudden passing earlier this month, which she's quite upset about. And I can imagine, seeing how she needs financial assistance. Now, it could be a point where she didn't know that he didn't have a life insurance policy, or she didn't know the whole financial details of anything. So she could have been left in the dark with some things. And that's not a good feeling. That's not a good feeling. of being left in the dark with financial things, and now you got to figure out how you got to come with the money. And, maybe he didn't tell her a lot of stuff. Maybe he didn't have a lot of money because, he wasn't getting really any constant calls to do movies throughout the years, because some of the movies that he did do, there was like in between time. So, we really don't know what the whole deal is, but I understand her frustration and the family's frustration. Okay. She had did an interview and she was fighting back tears as she was explaining how the Johnson family has started a GoFundMe, but have come up way short of 20 grand. It was a goal that they set to properly bury him and give him the service he deserves. So far, raising less than 800. And in spite of people apparently telling her they'll donate and chip in, Lexus says much of that hasn't materialized, and seems folks would rather lend emotional support instead of actually helping out in a way they really need right now. Oh, it's so unfortunate. It's just... She's not asking for a handout either, by the way. Literally just enough to do right by Anthony. I get what she's saying. You don't have to donate a whole bunch of money so our family be straight. But if he was your friend and he meant anything to you, just donate enough for him. Do right by Anthony and help us prepare him for a proper service. So I get what she's saying. And I could get why other people may feel like, well, you know what? It was his job to make it, to have life insurance, and you would need a GoFundMe. We all understand that. But she's not asking for millions and millions of dollars. She just wants something to help put him to rest properly. Okay? Because I bet you the people that's giving all the emotional support and not chipping in and said they're going to want to be there at the funeral services. You know what I'm saying? Unless they make it private just for family. I don't know. And she said, as many know, funerals are not cheap by any stretch of the imagination. Now, if anything, funerals has gotten a lot more expensive nowadays. Okay? And she's also said she doesn't expect anything from anyone. Lexus would probably appreciate any donations friends or fans of Anthony could contribute. And if no one comes through, she says she's probably going to have to cremate him and will go back to work ASAP to cover that on her own. Considering just how beloved Anthony was, something tells us she'll reach her goal. She's laying it out there here with us, and someone's got to come through for the Johnsons. Well, I hope someone does come through for the Johnsons, just for, Anthony's sake. You know what I'm saying? Even if you work with him in a film, or if you knew him, if you know the family is having a rough time, a little something, will help. So I really hope that somebody will help her and, will come through that he worked with, or, people he knew. I really do hope that she reaches her goal, and just to give him a proper burial service, because he does deserve that. I don't know what's going on, what was going on with his financial stuff. I don't know why he didn't have a life insurance policy, but you know what? She didn't mention it, and I'm not going to go digging and looking for it either. So I just wanted to talk to you guys about that. Sometimes we don't want to think about these kind of things, but we got to prepare ourselves, especially if you have children, to at least have life insurance so that you don't have to go dependent on a GoFundMe. Okay, a GoFundMe is nothing wrong with it if you need help with some things, but, we got to start preparing. And I know we don't want to think that, but no one is here on this earth forever. Freak accidents happen. Health decline happen. Anything can happen at any time. We don't know. So we got to prepare our family so that the burden will be easier on them. So they don't have to feel like, oh, I'm burdened down with this, I'm going crazy. Make it easy for your family. Just make it easy for those that have to be in a situation where they have to bury you, or, with the funeral costs and everything like that. All right, so you guys, I just want to talk about that real quick. Tell me in the comment section, how do you feel about all of this? What do you think? Do you think that she's wrong for asking for donations? Or do you sympathize with her? Or whatever the case may be? Let me know how you feel about what I just talked about in the comment section. And I will talk to you later.